Hello, this is Mike from Road to the Illuminati. This is a special chapter, Negative Mass and Metaphysics of Sound and Matter. Negative mass is like air, ubiquitous but imperceivable. How do we perceive what isn't there? By reducing the field and accounting for surrounding physical mass. We begin to assign weight to negative matter. The carbon footprint then becomes a residual echo of energy superhighway, where inertia flows instantaneously through the vacuum of space. Compression of mass and matter become plausible when antimatter exhibits its own gravitational pull, an electrically embedded conductor transforming mass into antimass. Anti-gravity opposes gravitational motion with inertial force. Variables counterbalance invisible factors by introducing time as a particle. If a conscious thought becomes subconsciously observed, does it become a positive thought or a negative matter? Both remain unseen. One must ask, where does the time go when we give it no importance? If time is a conscious construct, could negative mass subconsciously be a decay of antimatter, energy dispersed across an intermittent spectrum? In a vacuum, sound cannot travel unless coded into bite-sized data, layered as behavior language of observable matter. Particle in zero gravity flow in a downward spiral, circular vortex, and lateral currents. If matter is gravity, antimatter becomes time and distance, its energy being the vibration and frequency of conscious particle when unobserved. The inertial motion, when inverted, allows antimatter to manifest as renewable self-sustaining energy at the molecular level, turning negative matter into physical mass. Colliding particles in inverted worlds become visible through the power of manifestation consciousness, forming a positive antimatter. This is the architecture of physical development. Love regenerates consciousness, life form giving rise to a pulse, a living rhythm born of love itself. When love collide, altered depth perceptions become a force of its own. By deconstructing time's flow and emotion, we enter a five-dimensional perception, removing the fourth dimension of distance. When time is reconstructed via current flow, we breach the ninth dimension, bypassing known laws. Here, forces must be finely tuned using satellites to recycle both physical matter and antimatter. This concept becomes the deconstruction of matter, self-renewing energy, measured distance, resonating frequency, and pitch. Unseen energy travels faster than sound, yet slower than photons, evading gravity and mass. In applied meta-mechanics, photons can be embedded with artificial particles and shaped through observation. Quantum entanglement repurposed via controlled displacement. Forget nuclear fission. Splitting atoms is obsolete. Instead, split the difference. Light contrast shading and perception. Charging particles may fuse using Tesla coils, giving Earth a fighting chance at longevity. We are citizens of Earth, continental cooperation, a global currency, open stock market, self-inflating economy versus self-preservation. All other luxuries, including interstellar travel, are but light years away. There is no measurable distance in a vacuum unless depth is perceived. Breaking the sound barrier under atmospheric pressure or via compressed antimatter remains unconsciously subjective. Sound travel is not merely distance multiplied by speed, but an interplay of pitch, motion, and vibrational energy. Beyond the spectrum time fabric devoid of perception, it's easier to sever than to distort. When guided by interdimensional logic, we defy physics. This opens opportunities for interplanetary colonization if our collective consciousness pulse in harmony. Can photons be electrically charged when sound particles? If sound is a vibration and frequency is broken into code, can it time travel? Can artificial sound embed in a non-vibrational field, creating matter from anti-negative mass? By charging one's frequency field outside known physics, artificial sound becomes code harvested from air, and then this is the realm of carbon copies and blind carbon copy cell particles, altering air density and directional energy flow. In this paradigm, depth perception becomes optimal. Sound stripped of dimension becomes fluid, a potential dimension itself. White noise redistributed sound can travel through time, maintaining alignment with our biological clock. Compression, pitch, frequency ratio all become tools. Artificial sound, once thought random, can be clipped, merged, and emotionally charged, reshaping mass and defying Newton's laws. Energy as particles, sound as code, consciousness as current. This is the stepping stone for physical teletransportation and time repays atmospheric pressure. Unconscious air bends gravity in vacuum. Negative light becomes antimatter. Sound bites from energy wave. What delta does a yell have to be shaped by hands into force vibration? Pitch carries emotional resonance, revealing the asymmetry of forces. It's time to harness personal energy in its own condensed form. Through vibrational weapons, defense, and levitation, electrically charged fields become possible. Mercury vortex, vibrational conductors, and anti-gravity devices. Metaphysical orbs and conscious energy in physical form. Satellite debris becomes energy storage. Matter, when harnessed, is observable and confirmed Earth's shape via conjugal forces. A theory to reference: first voyage A to Z, second voyage A to A1, and then open parenthesis A1A, A1B, A1C to A2. Third is A to A2. Renewable energy may not be physically but metaphysically sustained, like wheels on a bike endlessly turning. This was Mike, Road to the Illuminati. Thank you for listening.